welcome you all. I'm Seth Bodie. It's my pleasure today to do a brief makeup tutorial video for the basic stage look you will need to create for the Revels this year. The first thing that we're going to talk about is skincare. So you're going to want to wash your face very nicely, and you're going to want to moisturize your face. You can buy Cetaphil products at CVS for a rather inexpensive cost, and they're very good. They're dermatologist recommended. And what they're going to do is basically washing and moisturizing your face before you put makeup on gives you a protected layer on your skin so that there's not so much wear and tear, because literally putting makeup on and taking it off every day can dry and irritate your skin. So that's the first thing we do, is we are going to clean our face, and we're going to moisturize our face, and we're going to create a small barrier for our moisturizer. Well, the next thing I'm going to do, because my hair is long, is I'm going to put it back using a headband. Here we go. So now it's completely out of my face. I don't have to worry about it. And then I am going to be talking to you today about some products that I purchased at the CVS for under $25, and they'll be just perfect for your makeup application for the Revels. So the first thing I purchased is a pressed powder foundation. I'll repeat that again, pressed powder foundation. I didn't buy a liquid, I didn't buy a cream foundation, I bought a pressed powder foundation. And there are several of these from different brands at the CVS. They're all roughly 12 bucks. And one of these cakes will last you the entire run of the production, if not longer. And if you don't end up using it within 6 months of purchasing it, I would recommend throwing it out. That's just a little, for your safety, really. So this is looking a little bright yellow in this on camera right now, but in real life it's actually very close to the color of the palm of my hand, which is how, when you go to the CVS to buy your foundation, that's how you're going to know, is that you're going to compare it to the heel, like the meaty part of your palm, because you obviously can't test it. The other thing I bought to apply my foundation at the CVS is a bag of sponges. It cost me about $3. I think I had a coupon. And it basically, these are what you're going to use to apply your pressed powder foundation. And they're disposable. So using the same wedge over and over and over again is probably not a good idea. So you can, 2 applications with the same sponge and then dispose of it. Even just one if you're like me and you don't like germs. So I'm going to take my sponge, which as you can see is a little wedge, and so it has odd edges that you can use to kind of like get in and blend. Like the harder sort of short end, you can use it to stroke on your skin because with the longer end, or beat. So I'm applying the makeup to the sponge. I'm starting on my forehead and on my nose in the center of the face. This does look very yellow on camera. I assure you it's not as bright as all that. And as you can tell, I'm using the sponge sort of like a beat, 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 right? And I'm just taking that makeup color that I put in the center of my face, and I'm blending it out to my hairline. Now I can also use the stroke method and just kind of nice and gently apply this makeup softly. But again, as you can see, I'm starting in the center of the face and moving outwards towards my hairline. And I'm making sure to get underneath my nose so that it's not all red, underneath my eyes, so that I have a nice even coverage of foundation. And the whole point of foundation is not only to kind of eliminate the redness and the different the variances that we have in our skin, it also allows the light, the theater light's surface to reflect off of, which is pretty cool. And the pressed powder, again, the pressed powder foundation that you're going to buy at CVS, really kind of gives you a little luminance without it being too greasy looking or oily or anything of the sort. Okay, so I've applied my foundation to the center of my face. I've radiated outwards from that point. And then I'm going to check myself and make sure that I don't have any blotchies or splotchies, and I'm just going to go back through and make sure that my coverage is even. Okay, so that's my pressed powder foundation. Next, I'm going to take a rouge, a blush, if you will. This is L'Oreal True Match. And I'm going to apply that, well, I'm going to apply that with a cotton ball. Again, sanitary, disposable. You don't have to worry about sharing it. You don't have to worry about things getting on a brush. Mm. So again, color tones for our rouge are going to live within this sort of like rosy pink world, and they're not going to be too red. They're not going to be too brown. They're just going to be, well, depending on your skin tone. So if you had darker, more golden skin, then perhaps you would go lean towards something brown rather than pink. But my demographic of skin tone, this is what we're going to use, is a beautiful lightweight blush that I bought, again, I can't remember if this was $6. And I'm going to take a cotton ball, and I'm going to roll it around in the blush. I'm going to get some color on my cotton ball. And then I'm going to find the apples of my cheeks, which are right here, right underneath my eyes. And I'm going to start by dabbing that blush color. And then I'm going to start moving my cotton ball, my applicator, around in a small circle around the apple of my cheek. And what I'm doing by that is I'm blending the rouge color out. So it's basically, we're putting a healthy glow to the cheeks. It's not like an 80s model. Ooh, I got a little cotton ball on my, yeah. Ooh, I still have it. Hi. We're not doing streaks. We're not doing a heavy application. We're not contouring the face. We're creating a lovely, healthy glow with our rouge. So, pressed powder foundation, rouge. Next up, eyeshadow. So this is a Revlon Color Stay palette, but again, the CVS has lots to offer. But what you're looking for, well, as you can tell, the product is well made. What you're looking for is a neutral palette. So a few browns, maybe even like a very soft brown taupey gray, but nothing too extreme, and certainly no greens or blues or oranges, for God's sake, or something that's in the neutral world for your skin tones is what we're talking about here. So in the sake of economy, I'm going to use that same cotton ball that I just used. I could use the little applicator. I could use a Q-tip, but I'm going to take that same cotton ball that I just put my blush on with, and I'm going to very gently go into this eyeshadow, and what I'm doing, I'll show you, is kind of like tamping it into all the different colors that are in that palette, erring on the side of the layer weight colors, and getting color coverage on my cotton ball. And then I'm leaning into the mirror, and I'm very gently dusting the eyeshadow onto the lid of my eye. And again, it's just enough of something that defines the eye socket and the eyes. It's not a heavy lidded application. There's no need to build creases or no RuPaul's Drag Race for the Revels. So I did that one with that, and I'm going to then use this applicator, which is not as hygienic. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And I'm just kind of pressing my applicator into the colors just like I did my cotton ball. And I'm starting on the inside of the eye in this case, and I'm smoothing it outwards so that I have a application on both the lid and the bone. Okay, so that's my eyeshadow. Now I'm going to take a medium brown eye pencil because I'm very fair. If you have darker hair, darker features, you might want to go towards a dark brown or a black, depending. I would certainly avoid black almost at all costs, unless you really did have black hair, which some people do. And I'm going to take this pencil, and I'm going to very lightly, with small upward strokes, very lightly, define my brow, which are big and fuzzy anyway, so they don't need a lot of definition. But as you can tell, even with the medium brown, you can see that pigment getting on there. And I might even take my little wedge, if I wanted to, and just blend it in ever so slightly. But those short upward strokes, like, you're going boop, 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 boop. And it's very gentle, and it's not too much, right? It's just enough. Less is more. Last thing I'm going to do, before we talk about lip color, is I'm going to take the same pencil and starting in the center of my eye. Now, some people are more comfortable doing it the opposite of this, but from the center of my eye out to the outer edge of the eye, I'm going to define. It's very funny doing this in a computer backwards. Just enough of a definition. From the center of my eye to the outside of my eye on the lower lid only. That's gentlemen. And then women, if you are watching this, which I hope you are, you can define a little bit of the top line as well. But again, we don't really want a heavily made up eye. This is sort of, even though this Rebels is set modern, we kind of want neutrality to the face. I think it's important to what we do as an organization. Okay, so we've done pressed powder foundation, we've done rouge, we've done eye shadow and pencil definition, and so the last thing I was going to talk about is lips. Again, I'm choosing a tone that feels, for a fair-skinned person, very neutral, and I've chosen a sheer color lipstick. This happens to be Wet n Wild. It was like $2. And I'm applying that very gently. Now, if you have your mask on, like, it's going to come off on your mask, even if you use a Color Stay lipstick. And those don't necessarily come in all of the tones that, say, like a Wet n Wild will, or some other neutral CVS makeup. And I chose sort of like a pinky taupe. And all I'm going to do is apply it to my lower lip. So it's just enough of a definition of color. And again, you might find that because you're wearing the masks, you're putting the masks on and off, that you might want to just not use the lipstick at all. It will certainly save with laundry. So that's a basic stage face. This is going to get you through the Rebels in a really great way, and I hope that this was helpful to you. Welcome you all, and I'll see you all in a little while. Bye-bye.